Hex before. Hex is an all-digital TCG game, so we're using the digital design space to power this meme deck. So this deck only plays 3 non-resources in it. The first is this troop. It's a 5/5 crush that when it deals damage to our opponent, we summon these Demented Daisies that bury a bunch of cards off the top of our opponent's deck. Then Communion and Wax puts a card from our hand into play and gives it double damage. And then Glyph of Ferocity gives this Boglam speed so it can attack right away. So how this works is there's 57 resources here in our deck, but 20 of them are these ice shards that use Hex's Fate Weave mechanic. And what Fate Weave does is when you Fate Weave, you get to stack your deck with a resource or non-resource card. So basically, we draw a hand with some ice in it, we Fate Weave our 3 non-resource cards to the top of our deck, and then we use Communion and Wax to put Boglam into play, and then give him speed, and then we attack our opponent with it, make a bunch of Demented Daisies, and mill them out. This deck doesn't beat removal at all. It doesn't beat removal at all. Oh, Rift Core. Oh yeah, Rift Core should be in here maybe, right? Because it's a resource that could like technically give you something else. Discard this, sure. Why not? Technically an alternate wicked. This deck doesn't beat spot removal or counter spells, but it's a dank meme other than that. So you can, it does the same thing almost every game. I think it's at the bottom, dank memes. Oh yeah, dank memes. And according to, so one of the things that's sweet about Hex, if you're a data junkie like me, Hex gives you 100% of the data from every competitive match that's ever played. And there's been a bunch of people playing this deck on the ladder, and it has like a 50% win rate on the ladder, which is really funny. Yeah, kind similar to that. Stream Decker does not support Hex yet, unfortunately. Someone asked what this meme deck costs. There's 2 rares and everything else is common, so probably like $5. I don't actually know what Boglam and Communion and Wax cost, but they're rares that don't see competitive play as a 4 of. And Broombot resources. Should there be Broombot resources in my deck? It's $2. I forgot there's Broombot resources. That makes this way better. Let's put some grind into our meme deck. Discard this, summon a Broombot. Yep. Now that we've optimized our dank meme, we've optimized with backup plans. We've got some backup plans now. The Aristocrats deck is a sweet metagame deck, but I'm not sure if it's powerful in general. So basically what the Aristocrats deck is, it's good against the control decks like Sapphire Diamond and like the blood-based decks, but it's kind of medium against aggressive decks like Candles. I'm pretty sure they give us a charge. I don't know if it's disappointing, right? Like, so, and here's some context for you. The last, and again, I fucking love data. Data's so great. So the last Hex Bash 1K last weekend, almost 80% of the tournament was control decks. So like, a deck that's okay against control decks probably isn't a terrible place to be. This game has a full buy, sell, trade secondary market. In fact, the scrolling banner in the corner, Hex Primal there, you can go to their website and fill a shopping cart and hit checkout. Give them money, and then they send you games via the in-game mail system. Good luck on your final, Mikey. You got a hat? Can we show the internet your hat? Isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? All right, first victim. Your hat is very cute. All right, so I believe we just need some ice to make this meme work. Oh, and we're on a boat? What better place to meme than on a boat? We'll love to go first. This hand's great! Does this give a charge? It does give a charge. Sweet. All right, we've got all of our colors, right? So we'll play this, and again, we just fate weave, put a non-resource on top of our deck, and my opponent's deck isn't super interactive, so I'm pretty sure we can get him. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get him here. I'm excited. I'm excited. You need wild for your champ power, right? It's a boat brew. Lol. So now we're guaranteed to draw one of the other two resources in our deck. And then one of the other two non-resources, sorry. And then this is going to guaranteed put Boglam in our deck because it's the only non-resource left in our deck. This is the 3-card combo deck, yep. We've technically optimized with some coins and extra resources here, but we're mostly just memeing. Fuel Master, 3. I don't really care about their stuff. I don't really care about their stuff. All right. If they don't leave removal up or blockers back, I don't think their shards actually have removal for a 5/5. This matchup's probably really good for this deck, actually. Sure. Yeah, you got another one. Yep. I mean, we're not playing this deck, so Communion and Wax puts Boglam into play. And Boglam gets speed with the Glyph of Ferocity. Am I supposed to champ power and give him momentum? I think I'd rather just do it post-combat, right? Attack you for 5. Oh, I should have made it bigger, right? Because I'm only going to get some here. Oh, no! Oh, no! They blocked our guy! We only got 2 Demented Daisies! We only got 2 Demented Daisies! Can we actually win anymore? I don't know if we can actually win. We might have been out memed. All right, so we blew our load. Our opponent got us. All right, it's fine. We're gonna bury him out. Okay, we're gonna do it the fair way. Four cards at a time here. We got this. We got this. Get memed, memer. Right. The real question is, should I continue playing? That's the real question. Stupid gladiator troops, and you're getting bigger and stuff. So I'm actually, if I would have momentumed it, I'd have 2 more, and then we'd bury 8 cards a time, which is probably not good enough. It's a good thing I've got this Broomball, right? We're obligated to uninstall. All right, cycle this. Charge. There's no way we're going to bury them out, right? The Broombot's actually kind of funny, right? I mean, maybe? Our hand's not very aggressive, right? Guy's a 2/6 now. Can we win this? We have to, what, play resources every turn for like the next 9 turns? Can we live 9 turns with a 2/6 and a no 4? Oh no. Oh no, do they have a way to kill this? I'm packing in if they kill one of my Demented Daisies. Alright, we're gonna try again. Alright, click submit. We have, okay, so I technically have a sideboard. I have 4 Robogoyles and 4 Hap'ie Hop Hero, the high hero. Nothing lewd going on there. For the mill decks. And then I have 1 Gargalith for removal decks. And I've got 4 Exalted Commander because I like my Vanity card. No, I don't think so. The problem with the extra 5/5 is that if you don't have enough ice, you could theoretically... Like this hand here, I need to mulligan, right? Because I need 3 ice. Alright. Alright. We might miss here. So the shards in the deck are only Wild and Ruby, so you kind of want Wild and Ruby answers like Gargalith. A scale of Spanish Inquisition to Narset, where's it fall? It's been winning half its matches on the ladder, so it can't be that terrible, right? I mean, it could be, but all right. So we need 1 more piece of ice here, and I can cycle this Ayotochi coin to draw with it. And we've got what? We got 2 draws and an ice, and then we've got 3 draws to just hitting the Boglam naturally. That is not ice. All right, I guess we're putting a Broomball into play. Declan Scott, do not play with that. That is not for you. Do not grab the cords under there, buddy. 50-50, either you win or you don't. Do not touch those, buddy. Yeah, you're a little brat. I love you, tiny brat. My opponents assembled so many blockers. I'm gonna save this Broombot creation as a surprise. Hey, sweet. Okay, so we hit the ice. So this grabs us our 3rd one. And now hopefully they attack with 1 or both of these, and I get to Broomball them inside of combat. So this resource, when I pay 3 and discard it, oh no, it makes an exhausted Broombot. Oh no, I forgot. I haven't played with these cards before. Come on, why would I know what that card does? Whoa. Shh, shh. Yeah! I guess I should have done this last turn. I didn't realize Broomball made... He's so tired because he's sweeping. I forgot he's tired because he's sweeping. Oh, I could have double momentum triggered, huh? Alright, I'm attack with Boglam here. And this time he's gonna connect. He's gonna make 10 daisies. These are my daisies. My daisies are base. Then I play my resource, and each of these daisies bury a bunch of cards off their deck. So we need to play 2 more resources here. Yeah, I should have held it once I didn't do it the first turn. This is the combo in all of its memeness. These daisies play defense here. If we draw an Ayotochi coin, we bury them out next turn. If I would have held the Broombot, we'd bury them out next turn, but I'm silly. I did not, because I'm dumb. Confirmed neither smart nor thin. Oh no, oh right, they have to answer Boglam too, that's funny. You're gonna champ power one of these, I assume? Wait, what? They didn't attack? That's so good for me. I mean, there's literally only resources in our deck. We have 3 non-resources, and we've played all of them. We've played all of them. Look at the deck list, Burgle. Boglam, Communion Wax, Glyph. Everything else is resources. So we have to not die this turn, and we have to keep 4 Demented Daisies alive. So it doesn't take advantage of the shuffling mechanic. What it takes advantage of is the Fate Weave mechanic. What if they like crush and pile drive me here? I can't block. Maybe I'm supposed to double block all of them. Maybe I'm supposed to double block all of them just in case. I only need 4 of these Demented Daisies to win, right? Watch them like give crush and like quad pile drive me. Nope. You're just gonna die? Yeah, gonna die. Alright, sweet. We get a third game. Third game. Third game. Third game. Boop. Bury out. Alright, do they have any removal in their deck? Oh no, I wasn't done looking yet, opponent. It looks like they only have Return to Cinders. We need to attack with the Broomball to send a message, right? No, you are not guaranteed. So this is why the Hex algorithm is beautiful and genius and can't be abused by decks like this. It removes a percentage from each deck. So this deck, it removes the 5% most resource dense hands. This deck has way more than 5% of its openers that have 7 resources in it. So 5% of your hands that are flooded are removed. But this deck, because it has 57 of them, has a large number of hands like that. So every deck gets slightly more consistency. It isn't unfair in the slightest. This hand... See, like this, right here. These are seven resources, right? Like, these are utility shards, but they don't count as non-resources. Am I supposed to mulligan hands and only have 2 ice? Probably, right? Definitely mulligan 7s. This hand has no ice in it. Hey, I'm gonna keep 2 ice, both thresholds at 5 here. So the 7 was better, but you know, details. Look, Burgle, I ran out of cards I wanted in my reserve, so I put 4 of myself in there. I don't think we're supposed to go lower than 5 if we have 2 ice. Actually, I wonder how that works, right? Like, it's doing it on both ends, basically. We might not get to combo till 5 with this hand because we don't have the next piece of ice. We have 2 shots to just draw the 3rd combo piece naturally. So, this deals combo damage to opposing champion. Troops you control get a thing, sure. I'm gonna play this Ruby out. That way we can cycle this. We might just get run out of this game. They're pretty aggressive here, and we're not gonna have the turn 4. Yeah, we're just gonna die, right? We need to, like, hit the Communion and Wax naturally here. Even then we might die, actually. Opponent's Griffin is very strong. We're just gonna have lethal turn 4 in the play. Tilt. Alright, let's try again. Back into the meme team dream. It has a 50% 50% win rate on the ladder, right? That means we're guaranteed to win this next match. That's how statistics work. Sounds great, right? Both. It has Ruby and Wild and 3 pieces of ice. Oh no! Oh no! Do we even play? Our opponent is playing the Mill Champion, which buries cards off the top of our deck. Maybe we'll get really lucky and they won't bury any of our combo pieces. We do have a Broomball and two portals. So maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance. Our opponents keep breathing too hardly on our deck. Or Harshin Majam. Oh, my opponent's letting us draw. My opponent, all right, I'm just gonna, maybe they don't mill us. Maybe for 3 turns in a row, they don't mill us. They probably have removal too though, right? The problem is they probably have removal too. Oh, you want goes? Okay, I got you. I got you. I have 8 cards in our sideboard for this matchup, okay? The real question is, which version of goes do you want? Goes. Want these ones? These. Mighty Machine? Sure. I think I just keep in Boglam. Hey, what am I cutting here? I cut all the Ruby cards, right? So she cut the Ruby shards. Bring it all in, submit. Oh, Boglam takes. You use the double damage gem in. Use the double damage gem in what's it called? Yep. Hap'ie! So I'm actually gonna put resources on top of my deck to start because I don't want to put Robogoyles on top of my deck when my opponent can't bury them just yet. Again, just going to continue stacking resources on top of my deck here. Hap'ie the High Hero is actually kind of a combo with our portal card too, right? Hee-haw! Oh, look at that! Robogoyle flipped out. So Robogoyle is a powerful anti-mill card. He says when this is buried, put it directly into play and then put 5 random cards from your crypt into your deck. So our combo doesn't work against this bury deck. So I have Robogoyle and Hap'ie the High Hero, who are anti-mill cards in my sideboard. Saving the ice doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter. Alright, so I'm gonna play this. Look at all of our Happies. Look how happy they are. Yeehaw! I'm gonna give my Robogoyle momentum here. I'm gonna go ahead and cycle this, which actually transforms it and puts it back into our deck. There's our Boglam. Alright, play this out, give this an extra point, start attacking. He's unique, right? Yeah, so can't play out a second Hap'ie. So Oh, I should have left the Communion and Wax in, right? Because I can't actually get him into play. I should have left the Communion and Wax in my deck. Alright, so this... Do they get to take any of these cards? Or do they all go back into my deck? So this, when this hits me, it buries 4 cards, and then they get to put 1 into their hand. But I don't actually know. This says if a card would enter my crypt, this actually just kind of look at, oh, they look and then take, and then the other ones go back into my hand. Yeah, man, sure. Discard those. They'll get transformed and put back into my deck. I could play a second Hap'ie to transform the first. You're not wrong. All right. Is this plan? There's no way this plan is real, right? We fixed the mill matchup with the meme deck. I was like, all right, mill's impossible. How do we beat mill? Put these cards in our deck. All right, deal. And if we draw some of these cards that are getting transformed and thrown back into our deck here, they whenever we play a transform card, he lets us draw a card. Oh, that's scary. Well, now we need to draw a shard. Good thing there's a lot of those in our deck. Ding, ding, ding. All right, I'm gonna do this. Put a non-resource on top of my deck. I guess I'll put a resource on top since this is gonna, or since this is gonna do its thing anyways. Look, we can't beat everything, Rogue, okay? Should I bring in my one Gargalith too? I have a Gargalith in my board. Maybe I just want a bunch of Gargaliths to protect these guys, actually. All right, fine. I figured out what I want in my board. I want a plan for mill. Hee-haw! Hopefully we draw a transform card here and get to snowball a little bit with Hap'ie the High Hero. Yeah, look at them just like spinning their wheels over there. Hap'ie's just like, nah, bro, I got you. Put back in the deck. Nah, bro, I got you. Put back in the deck. Dude, just put the cards in the deck, man. I feel like that's what Hap'ie's like. Hap'ie's like, dude, no, it's fine. No, don't bury the cards, man. Put them back in the deck. It's perfect. Ding, ding, ding. All right. And now Hap'ie gets to attack because they have to block the Robogoyle with momentum. Rawr, get you. All right, all right. Yeah, one of the things I really love about Hex, and this is one of the things that makes their formats way more interactive than Magic standard formats, is Hex prints cards that are powerful answers in the same sets that they print powerful threats. So like a good example of Magic doing this poorly is in Magic's most recent set that had Delirium, they didn't print powerful Delirium Graveyard Hosers until the following block, which meant Delirium just ran out of control to the point where they had to ban stuff. So what Momentum does is every time you play a resource, this card gets bigger and then the momentum goes up. So Momentum starts at 1 most of the time, and the first resource you play gives it +1/+1 for a turn cycle. Then the next resource you play gives it +2/+2. Then the next one gives it +3/+3, and it keeps snowballing as you go. Oh, I should have put Momentum on Hap'ie. You're right. They drew a pollen berry pouch. That's funny. They're transforming my Robogoyle into a polar ferret. Hap'ie! Need to draw a resource. Ding. So I can give this. You want to watch Wings? Well, we gave him momentum. He'll get bigger. You can watch bots. Yep. You want Wings? Okay. I am so happy if our post-board plan here wins a game. Sure. Nah, man, put him in deck, man. Yeah, buddy, that's so great. All right, so I think we just want a bunch of... I'm going to cut this Boglam. He's bad. I think we want just 4 Gargaliths on the board. So when we go on this plan, we can just go 4 Hap'ie, 4 Robogoyle, 4 Gargalith. We'll cut an Exalted Commander and 2 Diamond Shards that are in here just for memeing. I want to watch bots. Look, I want all of you to consider your life choices right now and realize that you could be watching bots right now, but instead you're here watching me for some reason. I don't understand your choices either. Communion and Wax only puts a card that costs 5 or less into play, so can't cheat Gargalith out. Hex is really good at designing their push cards. So this like adds a power to a card and only jumps you 1 single resource. Did I sell a bunch of stuff? Oh yeah, look at that. I put a bunch of cheap decrees in the auction house for people. I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy, Charlie Brown. I try to be at least. Nah, I'm just not keeping a hand with 2 Robogoyles in it. This is fine. Alright, we're gonna Fate Weave non-resources here, hoping to find Hap'ies. The Hop Heroes. Not a Robogoyle, not a Robogoyle. Even just drawing Robogoyle isn't terrible, because like... Alright, there's our Gargalith, sure. Fate Weave again here. Do you think the non-rotating formats will catch on? Yeah, I think so, Jet. I think part of the problem with the support we've seen for the non-rotating formats for Hex so far is that the Hex player base is smaller than Magic, obviously, so splitting them up to support 2 constant... Oh no! Oh no, I didn't! Alright, I'm conceding out of shame. We're putting in a bunch of Gargaliths. Alright, we're gonna put 4 Gargaliths in the Dank meme sideboard, because I could have protected that Robogoyle and just, like, totally blown them out. That would have been the nut. Wasn't thinking about hitting Robogoyle and protecting it. All right, back into the Dank meme dreams, ladies and gentlemen. I would like the record to reflect that we've won a game in both the matches we've played, which is about the bar my meme streams have usually. I feel like I can afford to lose like 2 to 3 more here. Hopefully we'll pick up a W. I don't want to hammer my ladder rank too bad. We're a little over halfway into the ladder season. Garg's ability is 2. So if I would have played the Wild shard out, we could have activated it, because Wild is not a slow shard. All right. All right. Yep. We've got Ruby. We've got 3 opponents playing Shoku. 2 charges make a Dreadling. We're on the play, so hopefully they can't race us. Hex rank does not decay with an activity. So in Hex, you only are going to move down ranks in the cosmic ranking when someone climbs above you. Or by losing. If you lose too much, you're going to fall out of it. And the best part about this, when you start with the Ruby and the Wild Ice, they don't necessarily know that you're playing the meme deck. So for masking purposes, you want to play like Wild and Diamond Ice first, or Wild and Ruby, ideally Wild first, so they don't necessarily know what you're doing. Once I play this Blood Ice, the jig will be up, but hopefully they won't be able to do anything by then. So how this deck works is our only 3 non-resources are Communion and Wax, Boglam the Mad Marsh, and Glyph of Speed. So next turn we're gonna play our resource. We're gonna Communion and Wax to put Boglam into play. We're gonna Glyph of Speed to give Boglam speed, and then we're gonna hit our opponent and make 10 Demented Daisies, and then we will bury them out of the game. Bury them in the ground. Opponent missed their 3rd shard. Well, that's great for us. So we're guaranteed to draw Glyph of Speed. We're abusing, again, Hex's Fate Weave mechanic a little bit with this deck. So Communion and Wax. These are only 3 dot resources. And I think it's better to momentum post-combat, so that way we can play an extra resource this turn. So I'm going to hit them for 10. I get 10 Demented Daisies when he does damage to my opponent. And this lets me play an extra resource this turn. And these Demented Daisies say when I gain a charge, bury 2 cards from the top of my opponent's deck. So when I play this resource out for the turn, I'm going to get 10 of these Demented Daisy triggers and bury 20 cards off my opponent's deck here. Playing just like mono wild stuff. So unless they can get a really big board really quickly, they're probably very bad against us. So Hex, we don't have to guess. Hex gives us all of the ladder data. So people have been playing this deck on the ladder because it's hilarious. And this deck has been winning a little over 50% of its matches. We've got a couple of like backup plan type things in here, along with these Robogoyles and these Gargaliths. So like against a deck that has removal, you can board in 1 copy of Gargalith, and then if they're holding up removal, you can reveal Gargalith from our hand to protect our guy potentially, which is sweet. And then against the mill deck, like we saw last game, we could just board in Robogoyles, Hap'ies, and Gargalith and like go to town. But if you don't care about like this extra stuff in the board, the main deck of this deck costs like $2 to build, which is extra funny about it. Hex.pvptools.net has all of the ladder and non-ladder data on it. Hex.pvptools.net. There's not a dot in the beginning. I don't know, Jet. Like, we literally don't beat interaction, and we don't beat large blockers. So, like, so this hand doesn't have Ruby in it, right? So I need to mulligan this. I think I need to replace this. There might be slightly too many. All right, I'm gonna keep this on the draw. It only has 1 piece of ice, but it's already got one of our 3 cards in it. And like, it's not actually combo killing you. Like, you saw that game, right? Like, we combo on turn 4, but like, they didn't actually lose the game till turn 6. So like, this is the type of combo decks that like I genuinely enjoy having in formats, because 1, this is very easy to interact with, and 2, it's slow, right? It gives the aggressive decks time to actually set up and have a chance without having dedicated combo disruption. Aggro decks should be good against combo decks. I'm gonna play this Ruby out so I can cycle this Ayotochi Coin. Wonder if there's too many wild in this deck. So we've got 20 wild and we've only got 17 Ruby. There probably should be 1 more Ruby because we actually need Ruby more than we need wild. So I'm gonna fix the resource base here in a second. And again here, it's one of the risks we took. We haven't found another piece of ice yet, so we haven't been able to set up our combo just yet. Discard this, create an uncommon. I'm gonna do this, see what we get. This creates an uncommon portal. So how portals work, portals are weird. This card has uncommon rarity, And at the start of every one of our turns, it's going to turn into a different random uncommon card that we have the thresholds to cast. Oh no! Oh no! Brosi, all right, you got me. That was a turn 3 Brosi! Even if our combo had been working, we'd have died. There is an infinite combo in the non-rotating format, and it's just as tedious to click through as it is on Magic Online. They don't have any looping implemented. Rest in peace. We're on the play for this one, okay? Load it up. I think we want 20 rubies. I think I'm going to flip this threshold base. I'm going to cut 3 wild and add 3 ruby, because we need ruby, we don't need wild. Oh, there is a 4-card infinite combo in standard. You're right. Can't keep a 2 ice hand at 7. This hand's great. You got 2 ice, and it already has one of these. So this hand only needs, if you have one of your cards, you only need 2 ice. Here's hoping. Here's hoping we can get him. Here's hoping we can get him. What's up, Nick? I mean, based on the Hypergeo, you're a favorite to have both, but if you're not going to have one compared to the other, you'd rather not have wild. Like, with how many we have... Yep. Ooh, that's scary. So this is whenever their troops hit me, they gain. They could buck us next turn, couldn't they? No, not quite. They're going to 4 resources here. No, yeah, they can buck us next turn, right? Oh, no. Yeah, probably. Probably make the last 3 in the reserves, make the last 3 in the reserves wild. Instead of my Exalted Commanders, shed a single tier. So if my opponent has non-slow shard Brosi Buck, they get to discard our hand here. That's not a Brosi Buck. Oh, this is going to be kind of big though, right? A 5/5. They leave both these back as blockers. They have 8 defense. Oh, they've got that. Okay, so... And again, like, there's so many axes to interact with this deck that, like, if you're playing a deck that can't keep up with this, your deck is probably genuinely unplayable in the format in general. So, I think because they have 8 defense here, I want to go ahead and give this momentum 1 and then make it 12. This way we get 4 daisies out of it. So if they block here... They block with both of these. This has crush. So these will die. My guy will die, but they'll take 4 still, and we'll get 4 daisies. So we probably still can't win the game. But, you know, we gave it our college best. Gave it the old college best. Yeah, I agree. They shouldn't have swung. They should have left this back. If they left this back, we just really didn't have a chance. Oh, no! Oh, no! We tried so hard, chat. We tried so hard. We memed just a brutal memeing. All right, so I'm going to change. Get these, 3 of these out. All right, I'm going to try again here. Jake's bus is going to be here soon, though, so we might not have time to finish another one, but that's fine. We're going to try it. There's a lot of times his bus doesn't get here till like 15, 20 after. And if they do get here, I'll just run out. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out here today. I'm going to play some Dank Hex memes. It's riggedy. It's rigged. The game's rigged. We finally had a good matchup, but we were supposed to get there and we just didn't do it. Have I locked into anything this week? I think I have something that we like. I'm unsure if it's better than the aggressive decks. Candles and Momentum both seem fine. I'm not sure if I want to slog through Control Mirrors or not. I played a guy with a 300 card deck. God bless. Put those mill players in the ground where they belong. Dirty, filthy mill players mucking up the streets. Remember, if you enjoy my Hex content, Friday morning is all Hex all morning. We'll be live about 8:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. Play Hex for 2 or 3 hours. All right, good. We got one. I was gonna say, if this doesn't pop soon, I'm gonna have to call it out. Love to go first. Yep, 3 pieces of ice, right? And we have a ruby. Oh, actually, this is kind of awkward, right? We're not gonna be able to combo till 4 because we need the ruby. And again, like, we actually just cut wild for ruby shards, right? Because we need ruby. It has no weaknesses, right? So we're going to have all of our combo pieces on time, but I'm not going to have the ruby threshold that I need to put it into play untapped on 4, because this is a slow shard. So again, these ice shards, one of their drawbacks is they don't make a resource the turn you play them. So we'll grab the last piece here. I love the animated art on that. That's so great. My opponent's probably some kind of bully and has a counter spell. You pick some kind of big meanie opponent, get a big meanie counter spell in your hand. So cycling the ruby requires you to have a ruby threshold already, so. We can't beat a Runebind or a counterspell, so the answer to what do we do is we just don't try. Should have played the Corpse Mulch to bait the counter. Alright. Alright, I'm off it. There's too much interaction where I'm at in the ladder. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and catch all y'all tomorrow morning. memes out.